and I could not resist ordering a chocolate croissant, all seeming heading in the same direction towards the Leaning Tower. Iconic view of Leaning Tower finally came into my full sight. Well, the Leaning Tower, its famous tilt, seems almost unreal. Hi guys, welcome to Charcoal and Explore and this is your host Shanmugh, and welcome to my day 3 in Italy. So today we are heading to Pisa to view the iconic Leaning Tower, and there is no special mention because all guys know how much special it is. So we are starting our journey in the early morning. Now the time is around 7:30. So we are heading to the Milan. From Milan we will take train to the Pisa. It will take around 3.5 hours train journey. Then we will see what we can do over there. So don't miss the video, watch entire video, you will get some valid info. Now without doing any delay, let's start the video. I left my stay in Milan early in the morning for the journey ahead. While I was heading to the central station to catch a train to Pisa, where the Leaning Tower awaited me. And the station was just a short 10 minutes bus ride away. As I stepped onto the bus, the city was still waking up. The streets quieter than usual, and I hadn't had breakfast yet. And I figured the central station would be a perfect place to grab something. As I arrived to the station, it looked grand and bustling, and in the station I found a small cafe. The smell of the fresh pastries filled in the air, and I could not resist ordering a chocolate croissant. So if I talk about this chocolate croissant, the taste of rich chocolate and buttery pastry was exactly what I need to start the day, right? It is the perfect start for my day. With the breakfast done, I had some time to take in the station itself. It's an architectural masterpiece, busy with people heading in all directions. But soon enough, my train departure time was coming closer. I checked the board, found my platform. Finally, I'm in the train, and the train starts moving. I watch the city fades into distance, knowing that soon enough I will be in Pisa. After a smooth 3.5 hour train journey, I finally arrived in Pisa. As soon as I stepped off the train, I was greeted by a bustling crowd of people, all seeming heading in the same direction towards the Leaning Tower. The heat hit me instantly. Well, it was summer peaks and the hot summer waves were in full force. Despite the heat, the excitement of being here kept me energy up. I walked up the station, purchased a bus ticket, and waited for the ride that would take me to the one of the iconic landmarks in the world. While traveling to the destination, the view of the place is eye-catching. So after a 15 minutes bus ride, I reached to the location. As I stepped off the bus, the first thing that caught my eye were the colorful stalls lined up near the entrance. Vendors were selling all sort of souvenir, miniature of Leaning Tower, postcards, hats, sunglasses, etc. etc. As I walked past the stalls and through the entrance, the iconic view of Leaning Tower finally came into my full sight. It was even more stunning in person that I had imagined. That stood gracefully leaning at the famous angle, which surrounded by a sea of people from all over the world. And the square was alive with excitement, everyone either snapping photos, lying on the grass, or attempting the classic pose of holding up the tower. The scene was filled with energy, and I could not help but feel an overwhelming sense of joy. As I approached the Leaning Tower, I thought, let's dive into its history and see how it became one of the wonder of the world. Well, the Leaning Tower, its famous tilt seems almost unreal, like it was frozen mid-fall. It's this imperfection, this impossible lean that make it one of the most recognizable landmark in the world. Well, the construction of this Leaning Tower of Pisa began in 1177 as a bell tower for the cathedral, which you can see in the front of the Leaning Tower, right? But the tower began to tilt because the ground beneath it was made up of the soft clay, sand, and water. This unstable soil could not support the tower heavy weight properly. As a result, the foundation started to shrink unevenly during the construction, causing one side of the tower to shrink lower than the other, and that's the reason the tower to lean over the next 200 years. Builders tried to correct the lean, but the tower continued to disobey gravity, leaning further despite their efforts. Today the tower stands at 3.97 degrees tilt and tall 56 meters. So if you ask me what we learned from this leaning tower, well, this leaning tower teaches that the imperfection can become our greatest strength. The tower reminds us to embrace our imperfections, be resilient, admit challenges, and understands that make us unique can also make us remarkable. As I exploring this leaning tower, I enjoy the environment here. It's amazing. And here I saw people waiting for their turn to view the leaning tower from inside. And sadly, I did not book any kind of tickets online to view the leaning tower inside. And I thought I can get tickets on site. So I run towards the ticket office near the leaning tower. Then I got to listen a sad news which happened every time with me. Well, the next group goes to the tour will be after 1.5 hours. If I took the ticket, I will miss my train in the evening. So I decided to not to take the ticket, which makes me very disappointed. And the cost of the ticket approx 20 euros to go on the upper level of the leaning tower. As the time is coming close to leave this place, I thought to explore the shops near this tower, and there are myriad number of shops where they sell gelatos and fruit juices, especially in this season. So I decided to have one gelato, and here you can view myriad number of flavors they offer, and we have opportunity to choose small or medium, and I opt for a medium chocolate gelato. And it's not even few seconds I hold. Due to this hot temperature, it start melting badly. Then I decided to taste without any delay. Well, I tasted few gelatos and I'm a big fan of this since India. But having near this leaning tower and in this hot temperature make this experience to stand on top. So finally, after having a whale of time, I started returning to the station to go back to Milan. So finally, that's all from Pisa. So I enjoyed a lot in that place, but the only reason which hurt me a lot of this temperature, it was too hot. I don't know how children and old people managed to stay over there, but I couldn't. It was super hot, but it was an amazing experience over there. Stay tuned to Charco and Explore, and this is your Shanmugh signing off.